Hello, fellow life scientists. This is week 6, day 1. We're going to be focusing this week on LS.9A and C. That is your biomes and your adaptations to those biomes conditions. So the 5 E's for this week, we're going to be starting off with number 1, engage. What we're first going to be doing is we're going to be looking at videos of unique animals performing their daily life functions in their own biome. Second, with our explore, we're going to be looking at a outdoor ecology observations optional lab. Then for number 3, with explain, we're going to be watching an adaptations video where you're going to be taking notes on what are adaptations and the types of adaptations there are in the wild. Next, you're going to be looking at a presentation on biomes and adaptations. Lastly, for the explain section, you're going to be looking at exploring biomes using the Google Maps app on your computer or your tablet. And then lastly, for extend and evaluate, we have a gym kit on biomes and adaptations. And then we also have a couple of games ready for you in our Legends of Learning playlist on those sections as well. Let's go. Here's our agenda for day 1. First, we're going to be watching those videos on animals and their biomes. Second, I'm going to be speaking about the outdoor ecology observations that you could be making throughout this week. Make sure that you keep your student workbook handy during these activities so that way you can fill in your notes and any responses that you wanted to add as we move along throughout this video and as we move along throughout this week. So, before we start our first video, remember to flip to our See, Think, Wonder charts so that way you can write down any of your responses as we move along. Remember that you can pause this video at any given time so that way you can go at your own pace. Let's go. So our first video is going to be on giraffes. This one's about 30 seconds long. And we've made our observations. Remember to flip to this part of your workbook and tell me what you saw. Tell me what you think is going on. And then what does this video make you wonder? Keep in mind our topic of adaptations and biomes. Now on to the next video. This is a short video on Alpine Ibex. And now we're back to the presentation. Onto the chart for the Ibex. Remember to tell me what you saw. Tell me what you think about after watching this video, and then tell me what things do you wonder. Now onto the last video of the day. The Leopard by the Smithsonian Channel. This one is about 1 minute and 30 seconds long. Let's go.
Nikita's just feet away from a possible barn owl breakfast. She's got to take her hunt 30 feet vertical. If she can get to the first fork of the tree quickly, she'll catch them before they flee. Timing and speed are key here. They're huddled inside. Nikita gets to work tearing down the door. One owl flies the coop. Cheetah's strategy unfolded perfectly. Great innovation in action, even if it's little more than a mouthful of feathers. Leopards remove all the feathers from birds before eating them. So once the chick has been plucked, it only qualifies as an appetizer.
That was very interesting. So, now's the time for you to fill in our last section for our STW chart. Tell me what you saw, tell me what you think, and then tell me what you wonder after watching this leopard video. Now on to the next part of our presentation. So here we are now at the outdoor ecology observations instructions. This is your optional lab for this week. I want you to go outside for a walk, either around your backyard or throughout your neighborhood, and observe your surroundings. Now, this is similar to our week 4 lab in which you were going to walk outside, find the flowers, observe them to see if there are any insects working along with them. But in this case, I want you to observe your entire ecosystem around you. I want you to be making qualitative and quantitative observations of the area that you're in with these questions in mind. Now, before I get to these questions, qualitative observations are any data that you collect using your 5 senses: touch, smell, hear, taste, and sight. Now, be careful. Please don't taste anything that you shouldn't. I know that you can be very curious, and that's great, my scientists, but be safe when doing that. And then our quantitative observations are anything that you've collected data-wise using numbers. So anything that you can measure and anything that you can count. Now, to the questions. First one being, what are the biotic factors in your area? And now the second one being, what are the abiotic factors in your area? Third, I want you to create a sketch of your ecosystem. Try to include the following: the biotic factors, like plants, animals, and fungi, and the abiotic factors, like any rocks, minerals, water, even describing what the temperature is like and if there's any precipitation happening at that moment that you're outside. And so lastly, I want you to answer all of these questions, sketch your ecosystem, all in this chart below. Your chart can be found in your student workbook under day 1, under these instructions. Now, so what's next for day 2? You're going to be hearing more and learning more about the scientific terms that are associated with LS9. You will also be writing your notes or typing them down as you watch and review the presentation found in day 2. I can't wait to see you then. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a good one.